Are you creating any value? Welcome to Brainfarts, where I let you into what's going on in this brain right here. Don't worry, it shouldn't hurt much. I want to talk about where this channel is going, what I'm doing with this channel, a little bit about why I'm doing it and how I'm going to do it. To start out, we are going to go talk about Alex Steele for a second. A while ago, he made a video called "Is Patience a Virtue?" The video is essentially him talking about the timing of that patience. If you are just patiently waiting for something to happen to you, that is not virtuous, that is being lazy. In his opinion, when patience becomes a virtue is when you are actively patient, creating value and moving forward and patiently waiting for the return of that value. So now I'm going to talk about me again. I'm pretty good about talking about me. August of last year, I started treating blacksmithing as if it was my full-time job. I didn't know what I was doing, didn't have a forge big enough to do what I wanted to do, didn't have a welder, didn't have any clients. I had no idea what I was doing. Started out using this hammer and this piece of steel as an anvil. And at that time, the way I proceeded was every day I was going to create $100 of value. One day I went out and I decided I was going to make some grilling forks. And I figured I could sell each fork for about 20 bucks. So I had to make 5 grilling forks by the end of the day. It was the first time I'd ever made a grilling fork. That was a pretty high goal at the time. I did it. The next day I decided I was going to make dinner bells. How much can I sell these for? How many of them do I need to make to create $100 of value today? I still haven't sold a single one of those forks, but they're still there, and they still have that $100 value. I just continued doing that type of thing every day. Before I go to bed, I would decide what was I going to do tomorrow. I would find a project and say, tomorrow I'm going to create this value. And I did it. And I'm continuing to do that. I don't put a price on it anymore. I just create as much value as possible during the day. That value may be creating something in the shop. That value may be creating a video for you guys. That value may be deepening a relationship with someone. It doesn't matter what the value is. I get up in the morning and I create value. And that's what I'm going to continue doing. I'm going to create as much value as possible and just keep throwing it out there. As far as where this channel is going, I really don't know. What I can tell you is I'm planning for that silver play button. I'm preparing for that gold play button. I'm looking forward to that diamond play button. I've even given thought to that ruby statue PewDiePie got at 50 million subs. Am I ever going to get there? Who knows? I'm just creating value and looking forward. And I don't plan on going by myself. I'm going to take as many with me as possible to the top. There's a blacksmith in the UK that I've been interacting with. His name is Daniel Moss. He does a YouTube show he calls Trust Me, I'm a Blacksmith, and he puts out some really cool stuff. There's another guy I've been watching and talking with a little bit named Roy at Christ-Centered Ironworks. He does some really good blacksmithing videos. He's got some tutorials. The other day he put out a video where he showed you how to make a piece of metal look like a rope. And I just looked at it and went, I am way too impatient to do that. Right now, I am working on a project with Evil Twin X and Abominable Blacksmith. Evil Twin X has a channel where he does all kinds of different projects. A lot of his videos are him doing something that he's never done before. So it's kind of cool. You get to watch the wheels turn and get him problem solve a little bit. And the results are usually pretty cool. Abominable Blacksmith is a high school student. He's got a blacksmith channel where he documents his progress. And he has made some pretty awesome things. Just a little bit more about how I'm going to treat this channel. I'm going to treat this channel as if it is already thriving. I expect to have more subscribers, so I'm going to treat it as if I have more subscribers. Which is why I am implementing the Patreon page so soon. Patreon lets you directly support the value that I am creating. I'm going to keep pumping out value as fast and with as much volume as I possibly can. If you appreciate that value and want to pump into it yourself, I would love it if you would consider giving me some support. There'll be a link at the end of this video or you can just check out patreon.com/warplegacy. Whether you want to support me or not, you should go check out the page. I had fun putting it together, and at very least, the goals and descriptions should be a little bit entertaining. And for those of you out there looking at this going, you need to set realistic goals. If you set realistic goals, you meet realistic goals. If you set ridiculous how in the world could you ever do that goals, you might just meet a ridiculous how in the world would you ever do that goal. Thank you for visiting Warp Legacy. If you like this video, hit that like button and let me know in the comments. And if you haven't done it yet, click that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get the notifications. Until next time, I'm Twan. Go define your legacy. Up. Yeah. 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 Okay, get down. Get down. There you go. Go lay down. Good boy.